Gacha idle game is always interesting to play, that's why the number of the player is massively increased by the day. It's happened with the game's creator of the idle or gacha game, even if that's an official one or the fan-made one. And now how many players are enjoying the idle game, it's about time only. When you get older, then the focus on your gaming activity will be limited. That's why most of the idle games are played by a man. It's a great game to kill the time while doing the actual activity in the real life as I did. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 Gacha Idle Games 2025 Mobile, New GACHA Games Android 2025. Lost World. This game is way too good for an idle game. The graphic remind me of Epic 7. The character design is absolutely interesting to me. It's full of attention and how well the story runs while we are in the combat. So while having a combat, we are also able to read the conversation and see how the main story is. It's a great way to attract the player to enjoy the story as well as the gameplay at the same time. Finally, we have a new game gacha that has a male and female as the collectible heroes. Because nowadays the developer are only focusing on female characters, but I'm pretty sure many of the players are looking for cool heroes as well. The game combat mechanism lets the hero wait for the cooldown time before releasing the ultimate skill, with nice anime visualization scenes that will blast the skill showcase to a different level. Anyway, we can try all of the unlocked heroes in practice, so we have a chance to see a different characters that we want to focus on. Lost World is the best anime gacha game 2025. Black Magic Emperor. This game is a fan-made game of Black Clover anime. With an idle gameplay and full of auto, will make your gaming experience become way too easy. We can even speed up the game twice faster. It has a collectible heroes with a high gacha rate SSR hero, and SR hero is quite easy to get, especially when we do it while following the main mission as a free gacha gift by the game's developer. It's not focusing on the storyline. Skipping the story will be the best way to go straight into the combat. The hero will automatically unleash the skill randomly once the gauge meter is full. Even though it's a fan-made game, the quality of the hero's skill animation is really good and similar to the actual anime. Unfortunately, the game suddenly disappeared on the Play Store, but I am sure it's because of the game in development, because it's not in English yet. Marine Hunter. From the game's name, I'm pretty sure you have guessed what the game is this. Yes, it's a One Piece game. I don't know exactly if this game was made by the official one or just a fan-made, because on the Play Store it's become an early access for a while. But there is something that I realized about it, like the skill of some characters is not the same as the anime, which I doubt is made by the official one. So I highly recommend you not to spend any single penny. It's good to know until the game releases globally then. The game's combat mechanism is fully idle game. All of the heroes doesn't have any energy to release the skill. It will do it randomly. The skill will learnable once the hero reaches a certain level, and we can set 3 different active skills. As a gacha game, I got so many 5-star heroes of Nami, Luffy, but I think all of the main heroes on One Piece have the highest tier grade. When we arrive at the lobby, we can control and navigate the hero in a small deck area on the ship. Enigma of Shepia. I never thought about this game's idea. It seems so weird and unique at the same time. Can you imagine all of the most popular heroes, which are male ones, become female characters? It's totally out of the box. All of the stronger anime characters in the universe are available to pick, like Goku, Luffy, Tanjiro, and many more. The gameplay absolutely doesn't need any effort at all. We don't have to touch any single button on the combat, everything will run automatically. So we don't have to worry about the strategy. We only need to manage the hero's strength by boosting the level and gearing up the equipment. It doesn't have any story at all. It's full of AFK based game where we can leave the game anytime, which means the game will keep going continuously. Even in mid-game, we can adjust the hero's status strength while the combat is still running in the background. This is the best anime gacha game Android 2025. Blade of the Moment. This is a new Jujutsu Kaisen game, but it has a gacha and other gameplay. The game will give the newbie player 3 free SSR heroes to start your journey, which is the strongest grade in the game. With a single strike will be enough to kill the entire enemy. I don't know exactly how much the gacha rate is to obtain on SSR tier, it's pretty easy though. It needs more features to add like daily dungeons or PvP, because the option to grind some items is pretty limited and the only way to get it through clearing the main mission. It's on early access now. Probably the developer is working on it. The combat mechanism is super simple. The energy of each hero will recharge over time. Each of the heroes will directly release his skill when it's ready. The combat visual looks great and have a nice movement while attacking. Anyway, I never saw any gacha game that lets the player get a free SSR heroes in a row. Even if it's only a fan-made game, the way the developer treat the newbie player should get a highlight. Isekai. Can you guess how many size it needs to download in full number? It's about 17 GB in total. This number is really crazy for an idle game, but after you get into the game, then you will realize what the developer are focusing on. The story is full of animation and artwork with so many selection of questions. Every single answer will determine a different storyline. The game is full of auto and we can rotate the point of view into 360 degrees. Even zoom in and zoom out is possible to do. By the way, we don't have to make any effort because the number of the heroes we are playing is more than enough to kill the entire enemy. We can set up more than 2 or 4 heroes on the lane and unleash their skill by tapping the avatar icon. I highly recommend you to enjoy the story and not skip the story because the art style will move and it looks so gorgeous. Unfortunately, the gacha rate is not really interesting. We only have normal heroes once I did a gacha several times. The rare heroes is optionable and we can pick freely at the beginning of the journey. Fearless Signal. This game has a very small size, it's only about 1 GB in total, and we don't have to download any extra data in game. The game's combat mechanism seems so good and has a fast combat. From the beginning, we can play in auto and double the speed to faster the gameplay. We should upgrade the hero by enhancing the skill that can be learned once we reach a certain hero's level, power up the combat power by equipping the best weapon, armor, and accessories. It's pretty easy to grind some gear though. Just by clearing the main quest, we will get a rare equipment here. In one match, we can clear in less than 1 minute, so we can multiply the level faster. The gacha rate is quite difficult to get SR level. Even the developer is not giving much free diamonds through quests, so we don't have a lot of option to summon a hero. Hopefully, the developer will give more free tickets as a reward. Dragon Raja Castle Gate. This game is the most beautiful gacha game right now, even though it has a chibi character look, but you can't underestimate the game's skill showcase. It's pretty satisfying to see. With a great visualization and the best animation, it will easily attract your eyes. Anyway, it's up to you to play it on idle mode or no, because playing in full navigating on each hero is possible. Especially when we launch the ultimate skill, the main hero can unleash a different skill but it has a limited number. There is a different element like fire or light that we can learn and unlock a different element's skill as well. The gacha rate is quite high though. I get SSR hero with such a powerful strength. Most of the SSR heroes can deal multiple damage by a single strike on his skill. I love how each of the stages represent a different look, ambience, but the main theme is quite dark as the background. Do you prefer to play a game with a darker or lighter background? Male and female are available to collect through gacha with an urban style of the hero just like a common citizen in appearance. OP Sailing Kingdom. What a great game. Look at how gorgeous the game's graphics are, with a 3D character design and supported with a nice sun glare, making the character look so bright. This is a new One Piece game with a turn-based on idle gameplay. The main story will not start from the beginning of the anime, but we will start from the Wano War, where all of the crew of Luffy has grown bigger. The crewmate will join us one by one along the journey. It's full of idle and we only need to touch the dungeon to get into the combat. The game's camera angle is a third-person perspective, where we can see the hero's appearance from behind of the body. It's quite unique because mostly we will see the idle game will run from a side perspective. The game's combat mechanism lets the hero unleash the skill once the gauge meter is full. We can recharge it when we successfully land a hit to the enemy and the energy will slightly increase. The skill showcase looks so similar to the actual anime. Hopefully the developer will add the voiceover and it will be amazing as an idle anime game 2025. Wonder World. The game has been released in a specific country only, even though it's not in English yet, but we can understand the main gameplay. It's an action RPG game where we can tap the auto button to play it idly. There are too many heroes available to bring into the combat and they all are switchable. Unfortunately, when we tap the auto icon, it doesn't switch in auto, so we need to tap it once the situation is neat. Each of the heroes will have two different active skills, one for the light skill and the other one is the heavy skill one. I love how it has a fast-paced combat with a great action that will blast the intensity of the fighting. The main goal is we need to clear the stage by clearing the entire army and face the last boss who's guarded the stage. Anyway, we can collect a higher hero's quality by doing a gacha through summoning feature. Do you prefer to play a game from the landscape game perspective or a portrait just like this game? Bonus, Go Muffin. This game gets the highest score on the Play Store and has been downloaded by over 500,000 players. This number is pretty insane as an idle game. I love how the character design with a 3D and chibi design that comes with a cute character in general. The whole game will represent a casual gameplay full of idle, auto, and great movement. The game's combat level is quite easy. It makes the player can sometimes come to check the game while doing an activity. These all are the best game gacha idle for mobile. Remember to like this video and see you on the next list. Thanks.